past 4:30 on the East Coast of the United States. How's everybody doing this morning? Thought I'd play a little bit of Path of Exile. This game is free to play, and it's one of the better free to play games out there. They don't really sell microtransactions that have any effect on the game itself. They sell cosmetic items only. Now, some of them are kind of pricey, but yeah, I don't begrudge these guys. I spend some money every now and then. That outfit I'm wearing now is one of the new ones. It's early in the morning. I mean, I hooked me up to PlayStation Network right at the moment. But yeah, well. Anyway, it's still worth the price. I do buy occasionally. I'll buy these stash tabs. I forget what we start out at, 8 maybe. Anyway, I usually buy some extra one of them. Occasionally, right now, I don't really need any more. 18 is usually pretty good. I divide up my loot, gears, gems, jewelry, flask that different effects for you. Some heal, some restore magic, some give you special abilities, fire resistance, evasion, some make you faster, and yada yada yada, all that. So yeah. I heard about this game through another YouTuber. I support Upper Echelon Games. Time check his channel out. He usually has some pretty decent videos. They're well made, and he covers gaming pretty much all his videos, but there'll be times that things kind of veer off from 100% video games to things related to it, politics and what happened with the economy on the stock market and things of that nature. But yeah, they're still really good videos. I don't always agree with them. I make my comments every chance I get, but yeah, for the most part, it's pretty much on target. He steered me towards this game, and I started playing it, and I didn't really get into it. And one afternoon, I just played it for like 4 hours, and then I was hooked. So it's a basically RPG. You have different skills. The gems you put into your gear will give you these different skills. Some are specific to type of weapons. Right now I'm dealing with 2 one-hand weapons. I do have a 2-hand weapon build that I use 2. Every 3 months or so, 3-4 months, they start a new league, which is saying like Apex Legends and Fortnite. And there's other games that have seasons. It's the same thing. Nothing new there, but excuse me, where they give you a new quest lines and objectives and things of those nature to kind of steer yourself forward to. I'm in Act 3. This new league is actually part of new expansion, plus I think they're laying the groundwork for the next game itself, Path of Exile 2. something someone said the other day, which was kind of surprising, that this game has been out for 10 years, and damn, I never heard of it before. But anyway, let's go ahead and find something to get ourselves into here. Yeah, the quest will highlight the node that you're supposed to try and get to, the XP, and then after you XP, there's your character's stats: strength, intelligence, dexterity. Certain weapons, you have to have one of those three to equip it, otherwise it won't let you equip it. As you level, you get points, and then you put them in this skill tree. Zoom out here a bit. Yeah, there we go. Just quite extensive, as you can see. You level and you get skill points, plus completing like main story quests and other special quests. You receive books that have points in them to use for opening up these nodes. The larger nodes give you more than one attribute, or whatever you want to call them, skill, or add to your thing. Every so often you get come across one that's these bigger ones that you collect these jewels to put in. They have pretty decent stats they add to your overall build. So yeah. Alright, enough yapping now. The only other thing I'd say is, yeah, definitely if you want to play a game and you like these types of games, definitely pick this one up. I didn't make a waypoint? Huh. Okay, well, I guess I didn't. Now you have the 4 sets. You have these 4 different things up here on the bottom right corner of spells, skills, whatever you want to call them, and then you have R2, gives you some more. L2 gives you some more. Top one there on triangle is a decoy totem that'll throw up a totem, and then it'll attract the monsters to it. The X one down at the bottom is also a totem. After you get them clustered around your decoy totem, you throw up your other totem here that's an attack totem. One for the O is a buff that you put on yourself, and the one on the square is for the zombies. There you see 4 zombies up. I got 4 zombies. Some of those spells, or whatever you want to call them, they gain levels. Sometimes you'll actually get another zombie. There's other ones later you get skeletons, and they'll actually give you an army with archers and captains. I mean, you really got to level them up, but yeah, they become useful as you go on. Triangle is frost blades, square is a storm, and lightning. Steel blades you get, that's kind of a protection. Contagion on the circle. Molten strike, fire. So yeah, I switch out these gems. I level them up to a certain, it's not really any set level, but I level them up because you find in different areas that you'll fight different monsters that will be resistant to flame, and some resistant to cold, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's a good idea to go ahead and just level all the variations of gems that kind of give you a leg up on things. Looting. I used to loot everything. It just was my nature, but as you can see, this loot bag you carry can get filled very quickly. And it ends up being more of a problem to where if you're doing a dungeon and you have to start making choices on what you're going to keep or what you're going to get rid of, it's kind of tough. So a little poison on them. So now we got all these things, and you got to quickly kind of decide what you want to bring with you or whether you want to leave it behind. So you either get away from it. Up top of the screen there's that blue circle. That's your waypoint in when you first came into the area. You can go out that way to town once you fill your inventory up. And you can get porter scrolls that you can open a portal to town, or you can get these wisdom scrolls that help you identify unidentifiable objects. So yeah, I let my zombies kill a couple. They were only a few of them, so it wasn't really. Your minions do take damage, but so I recast every once in a while, bring out some fresh ones to keep the party going, you know. So, well, there you go. Here we go. Gem level just went up. Had 3 to physical attack, so yeah. And then you see with your gear here, you get different slots. Very first area, they were like 2 per piece. Even added, this is something new where they have rings with slots in them. That's something they added maybe 6 months ago. But yeah, as you go through the acts and go through higher levels, they'll increase. I've had items with as many as 6 in them. You can add more skills. A lot of my skills are pretty much like attack, but later on you'll be able to, you see how they're connected. You're able to add like effects. If you have a skill, you see damage on full life, it'll connect to your other skills and kind of give it a boost to melee damage and vitality and things like that. So yeah, at the beginning I just basically try and level up the skills themselves, not the support gems at this moment. There's plenty of time, trust me. But I do make sure I always level up the support ones too, because it's really kind of important to have them. Okay. Another thing is some of these skills, like that knife skill that's hovering around behind me, you cast it and it stays there until you die, basically. I have other skills in here that you see right here. The red, it's like spinning around. That's active. I have the gem in my inventory, but I don't have it equipped in the skills. Once I cast it, I can pretty much let it do its thing and not have to deal with it anymore. Here's another one too, Arctic armor. That's basically armor like this other one I had, this is molten shell. Each one has its own, what it reflects damage and protects you. So yeah. Alright, anywho. This area up here with these candles and stuff is part of the new league. You trigger the whatever you want to call it, the totem or whatever that is, the ritual thing, and then you kill. You can see down on the bottom there, next to my spells, is a meter with 100 on it. That's how many points that I scored by killing those things. Now I can go in and look and see tributes. That's what it is. And, you know, you can go through the different items and kind of say, well, maybe I want this one or that one. That's not a bad two-handed weapon. That's 140, 151, 161, I should say. Yeah. You total the higher end on the scale there, just to kind of keep a number that's, you know, steady. I don't usually take anything. My builds are usually melee builds. I don't usually build, I don't know, mages or wizards, or I just don't find that. I'm usually right up front in the middle of all the chaos. So yeah, that's what I like the best. So this looks pretty good here. So I can just open it up, drop a little of that 100 that I just earned on it, and it like defers it. Basically, like you're taking out a loan or whatever, it kind of holds it for you. Alright, I only have 40 tribute points left, and it's not really going to let me put anything else. Yeah, I'll save that. If you save it to the next one, you should come across another one of these things in this area, dungeons or whatever. You make more points and you try and buy those things that you need. What do we got here? The slums. No. They're going to come out on the marketplace, I do believe. So that's the place that it wouldn't let me go. Alright, let's go this way here. Yeah, it's hard to tell you about the game in a few minutes. It's basic. Just trying to tell people basic facts. Now this here, see, it's an opening here to go, but it's being blocked by this thing. I have to find whatever it is, spell, totem, piece of something that'll unblock this area so I can continue forward. That usually is found in another one of the dungeons or areas. Let's see what it is. Here we go. Discussing undying blockage prevents passage through the sewers. And of course I can't read it because there we go. Perhaps you can find a way to destroy it eventually. So I highlighted this quest, but none of these nodes activated, so this is something. See, now this one's a different one. Let's see, some of these will give you a kind of a nod to where you should be going, but yeah. So apparently that one will come across it eventually. Let me check my gear again. It's telling me I can't take anything more with me, so yeah. That's the pain part, because you have to kind of deal with that the whole time. Luckily I'm near I'll take that waypoint so I can go back to town here, exchange these items in for items. Hang on, let me get a sip of drink here. Need my caffeine, it's early. Oh, that's better. Ooh. Excuse me, my voice becomes hoarse. So anywho, yeah.
What's up?
Oh, you sell these items and then you, I'll show you here in a second. Okay. It's just different items that you put in your stash, and later on when you're back at your hideout, or I could do it right here if I wanted to. You use these things here on your different pieces of gear for improvement. Improves the quality of armor. That's transmutation. Upgrades normal item to random rarity and so on. Change colors of these nodes so you have a certain color gem you want to put in a node, but the piece of gear doesn't have that color. You can change to that. There's also ones you can change the amount of sockets you have on items. You get a really good piece of gear and only has one. Use that to kind of add ones. It's a roll. Sometimes it works, sometimes you don't. I've already wasted tons of stuff by not just couldn't get the roll right. That's just part of the deal. It's kind of a pain, but yeah, well, it is what it is. That's the whole thing, and I've had times where I've really got lucky with my roll. So, that's still an open area back here. I'm going to follow that for the time being here. Yeah, usually the dungeons or whatever will take you 1731. That's not really. You end up with maybe 2 or 3 exits. I'm looking for one that'll drop us into the marketplace, and it's a dead end. Well, that comes with the territory too, so yeah. A lot of backtracking you gotta do, but yeah, well, not the end of the world. Yeah, it's a little time consuming. Now you can get a flask. Put down here, you see the bottom left corner there, the red and the blue are mana, the red are life, but you can get like I showed you, this special flask with different effects on them, like shield you 20% or whatever additional percent of damage and speed and different things. So yeah, kind of good to have, Okay, now that's just the beginning. What do we got here? What gem's going up? Oh, the Astral Call. That's the bottom one on the X there. I'll call it out here in a second when I trigger this ritual there. Go ahead and just make the decoy totem for a second. Hopefully it'll draw like a little note there, and then go down the Astral one, which is hard to see with all this crap going on. If I don't watch myself, I get myself killed. You gotta kill everybody or everything in the area, and once you do that, it'll kind of clear up. You can go ahead and try and spend the points. I'm missing somebody somewhere. Well, maybe these idiots over here decided they weren't going to play. And here we go. Okay, so mana flask. Take that. It only takes up 2 little slots. How many? 250, 400. It was bigger, but that is still. See, that's 742 1,000. Okay, no big deal. See, I put this up. This is a wider spread of your map, which is up in the top right corner. Excuse me, when you get into certain dungeons, it gets a little claustrophobic to where you can't really see big part of the area to kind of give you an idea how to map out your progress. But yeah, when you loot, you might as well just get rid of all that crap for the moment. Staff, no thank you. Mass, no. Okay. Here now. Lot that one. Let's see what we get here now. We got 3, like a sharpening stone for your weapons. 3 of them at one time. That's a pretty good deal. Let's see what the stats on this is. 38 now. You can see by the one I already have. I have one that's worth armor 131. So you should always look at the secondary. I mean, all that a piece will give you. That way, some add some really good stats to things you need. All the elements: lightning, cold, heat, and earth, I guess. There is also a chaos. Let's see. That's not really that good. And that's okay, but yeah, well. This big thing here, what's this got? Oh, that's interesting here. Yeah, do like that one. This one's been around for a while. I've been trying to get my hands on, but for some reason it just won't let me get it. Some of these things, if you don't buy them, they kind of they're taken out of the rotation, and later on you can come back and get them, and so on and so forth. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and take that one. And we'll put some, I would say, money down on that one. There should be at least one more of these located here in this dungeon, so hopefully I get another crack at it. I had like 400 some tributes, so yeah. Some are pretty good, some all depends on the enemy spawning. Silk slippers, no thanks. Yeah, they don't really, they give you more. There's silk robes, and they're basically for mages, and it's all dexterity and mana and all that crap. I don't really see. We got our first unidentified item, so we go ahead and take that in. It's usually red, so you take your cursor and then you kind of identify it. Really didn't do much for it. Sometimes it'll really add some good stats to your stuff, but yeah, this ain't really much or anything. So 16, and we'll put that in our stash. With that too, I have a item that'll re-roll the stats on a flask. So we'll see if we can get something better. Now that blockage in the thing that we were at earlier, that may block me from getting to another one of those ritual altar things, so I may not get another chance at one, but basically I'm looking at trying to get into the marketplace to progress further. So what do we got here? 28. Crap. How much space do I have left? I don't really need that or that. Sometimes you just gotta dump stuff that just not really gonna be any good for you, so it's tough for me because I'm surprised my family's never got me to be on a episode of the Hoarders, you know. Let's see what we got there. Invasion, see that there? I tell you, that's not really a melee build type of armor. Block, I don't use shields. You use two-handed weapons or two single-handed weapons. I did try and go with a bow this time, but I just found it wasn't really, not really what I wanted to do. So there's, I forget how many classes there are you can go from that are kind of predetermined towards a certain melee or magic, those type things. Replenish. Go ahead and stock these zombies. You see these other fighters here. They're limited time. Well, limited time. There they go. So that's another skill gem I have on here. This one here. Purity. Will summon sentinels of purity. So yeah. Good to have. We'll take that. Skull wisdom. 31. Let's go ahead. Let's take that. Just for that. I'm looking for is the thing about switching in gems in and out is like that's a hideout location. I already have a hideout. I've actually bought a few hideouts. There's another one of these ritual things, so maybe I'll get that necklace thing I'm looking for. So, but yeah, when you have to balance, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. I'll tell you. Continue here in a second once I get these idiots good.
I can't do this just yet.
Oh shit. Look at that crap. Whoa. Hold up there, Hoss. Yeah. So I'll switch in gems. A lot of times they'll be I'll have some gems are level 10 and I'll end up switching in gems that are lower levels, so you have to be careful you don't go too low, because with the level of your foes that you're facing sooner or later, you put too low level gems in and they won't do the damage you need to kill them, and it's just like a waste of time. And this is full, so I'm going to open up a portal back to town real quick. Get another drink. That's better. Alrighty. This crap, I'm gonna keep that one piece, that one weapon.
Come over here.
I should have, dude. No. We'll keep that flask. See, it has no, like this thing over here already has stats and different things on it, so it's already been like added. Or see, this is a fresh thing where everything's all in white. Yeah, most of this is, yeah. When you get things that are already kind of been upgraded, or whatever, however you want to put it, it's not good to try and, you can increase the attributes on them, but it's like they say, it's a roll of the dice. Sometimes you can get them to a higher level in certain things, and other times you could end up clearing all them stats off and taking it right back to somewhere where it's not even,
What's going
it's
on?
like fresh, you know, so I don't try not to mess with this. Now each act has a town that you base yourself in. And you kind of work your way through it, and you get your quests, log your quest here. You have your shops where you can buy. This is mostly weapons and gear. As you can see over here, it's an idiot that's just standing there going around in circles.
Need something?
This girl here will sell you jewelry, and then she also has these gems. You don't use a lot of blue gems. Red and green are the majority, so you can get them to aid in, if you're a melee build, you want to add certain kinds of gems. If you're a mage build, thief, so on and so forth. So yeah, each place you go will have, each act that has a town will give you different items. And these start out here. What is the level for these? Level 3. Now we're in level 2. So yeah, as you progress forward, the gems and even at that guy that had those items for sale, the gear, the weapons, everything will go up in levels, so you can buy higher level things. So, alright, so yeah, I have a thing called a bauble here, whatever it's called, bauble. It changes the stats on a flask. We'll just put that over there. This is kind of a staging area here. Before I move on to the next act, I usually put pieces I've gathered in the previous one that I like, that I may try and build up the stats on to put together a whole new gear set. My gear set is basically I can just swap out the two-handed weapon and the two single-hand weapons, and then makes it easier that way. So I have like pieces that I'm ready to use the items that the additions to gear them up, you know. Okay. The upgrades, I should say, yeah. 1/8 sword. 30, yes. Yeah, that ain't saying much. 77. Well, that you might be able to get that up pretty good. Soldier helmet. Yeah. Got secondary energy shield, so it's not, it's melee, but yeah. I don't need to really bother with that one, so yeah. Let's see if this is the market exit here. At the marketplace, so yeah, alright, we're done here, so. Okay, now, like I said at the beginning, it wouldn't let me go to this marketplace right. Jeez, that's stepping in it. Hello there, everybody. I accidentally pressed X. You dummy Bob. Alright, guys, I'm down. There's my. Oh, jeez, I stepped right into one of these. No wonder. Brother, man. You guys go over to my little decoy. Alright, and we'll throw in this one here. And we'll kill all of you. Oh, give me 179. 180. Okay. It's not really that much. See what we got going on here now. Yeah, this is new. This is for the new league, so yeah. That's most likely a good idea when the new leagues start. 90 for the boots, so pretty sure I'm better than that. 164, yeah. When a new league starts, they will post notes on the site, or actually when you beginning of the game when you log in, you can get an idea about what's new to the league, and sometimes it really tells you what you need to know, and other times it's kind of, I don't know, not really vague, but I think because I haven't been with the game since its inception, you know, a lot of people more experienced, they understand all that. Although I do understand most of it, it's just, you know. Let's see here now. Don't know. Level 13. It's a ring. 13 strength. It's not really much. Not much at all. Lightning damage. Yeah, that's level 13. That's not very good. Level 16 now. Go ahead and put some down on that again. Alright. We need to find, hopefully, waypoint. Let's check the world map. One of these quests. Well, that path takes me all the way up there, but it's a long way off. It doesn't highlight the node, but okay. I'm going in that direction. And that one's going to be kind of random, I guess. Alright. So we just basically got to wander around. So some of these statues will stand there until you walk by them, and then they'll activate. Now we see where's mall see up there on our map is red gem. We'll get there in a second. Just mosey on over that way. This is a random dungeon. Doesn't show up every level or every dungeon or cave or whatever you visit, but only items that you can get from here are corrupted, which means the stats that are on them stay on them. So you can't, you know, if you're going to loot it, you're going to loot stuff. They usually get decent items, but yeah, there'll be items that you can't really do anything with, but I think you can, there's some sort of gem or something that you can clear the whole thing off. I'm not positive. Okay, so don't. Usually every time I get a corrupted item, you could actually corrupt an item. There's these grid items you can get to, you can just put on a regular item. It's like a white item here, and it'll give you half decent stats, but it'll corrupt your item. So you really can't do much more with it. Crap. Well, I'm probably gonna have to go back to town here. Just hoping to see if I could open up and find that waypoint. Not every area has waypoints either. This is kind of a pain in the rear to have those things up in front of you, but
traveling light.
Yeah, I know, dude. You got a problem traveling late. Yeah. Well, screw it. Let's go back to town. This is the part that's kind of a pain. I mean, you can, you know, loot a certain amount of stuff. It's not you can't get nothing. It's just kind of annoying after a while, you know. You kind of gotta. With me, I hate to just leave loot behind. It's not in my nature.
Getting by.
Yeah, I'm getting by there. I'm gonna keep that grease because I probably can use an upgrade on it. See, that's 82. Not much I can do with that. I can raise those stats a bit, but you see, it's only got the 2 stats, quality and armor, and I, you know, why waste your time? That's not so hot. There's that. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep the one thing. Okay. People, of course, crowd around the stash. That over there. There. See, I'm collecting these now when I finished Act 3 and I'm about to go to Act 4. I'll have lots of items, gear, and then things to upgrade your gear and gems to add to it. You fight a boss at the end of each act, and some can be really tough, man. I've gotten my butt kicked many times, but mostly because I don't have my stuff ain't spec'd out right, you know. That's why it's so important to. You can look it up online, which bosses where and what's good stats. I try not to get online too much. And see, I'm old school. Be 64 here soon. Been gaming for over 40 years, so when I started gaming, there were no guides or cheats or help online. There was no online. I started around 78, I believe, somewhere around then. But yeah, there's nothing. Started playing Pong in the mall. We used to hang out on the weekends, Friday and Saturday night. That's what got me started. Now here we go through this corrupted area now. These are smaller dungeons, you know. They're not big like the other ones, and nothing really special about the monsters here. You're not really gonna have so much more trouble with them than other ones. That's not corrupted. But when we get to this end area here, which is we're already here, which is, we do have one boss. It really ain't that hard to beat, but well, we're all done now. Thank God. Go ahead and replenish these zombies if I can. Oh well. We'll trigger this here, the vessel. That'll add some stuff. Usually, let's see, we got some green things here. And I gotta summon skeletons. Ooh. Sweet. Now see, it's corrupted. It changes the gem and how it acts and stuff like that. So let's see what this cold snap one is. Obviously corrupted too. '86, but look at all them stats, man. Damn. Yeah, well, I'm gonna take it because even if, well, I'm about ready to level up too. Even if I can't use it, I can sell it, and I'm sure I get some half decent stuff for it. I'll sell that too. Let's see here. Wow, that is pretty good, but well, actually, that's another corrupted piece. Damn. Well, we're gonna have to figure that out. Both of these gems are blue, so, but I will be using that summon skeletons. Yeah. Now with the zombies and skeletons, and then the Herald of Purity, with those blades floating around behind me, I'm gonna have all sorts of people, or not people, but minions and other things that are gonna be swirling around me. But yeah. Yeah. Let me check my gear here now. Check my blue sockets already. See if I have anyone I can replace. Yeah. Get rid of that contagion. That's a level 8. Scorching ray. Oh, I think I'm gonna hold on to that one for now. Wait, zombie, of course. Storm call. Yeah, it's only level 4, so that's a newer one, but it is a corrupted one. It does give you an AoE area to affect attack, so yeah. So we're probably going to just get rid of this contagion one, and we're going to pop our nope, going up here, dude. Pop our skeleton ones in here, and let's see where we can. Now, some of these gems, it all depends on the gear that you're, like weapons. Now, some of these, like this one here, you have to have certain weapons, like they have to be melee, some have to be scepters or axes or hammers, or it's just, you know, you have to be careful because you get a gem you want to use, but if you don't have the right gear on, it won't let you use it. So okay, so we've got this here. Let's go ahead and see. I ain't gonna be able. Oh yeah, I'll be able to use that. I gotta see. It's corrupted, so you see this one here. Yeah, that's corrupted too. So I have to do a bit of damage and build up the meter there. You see, I forget how many you can get. So you can build up, I don't know, maybe 3 casts of it before it goes back to 0, and then you can't use it for a little while till you build up. Same with this. I can get an uncorrupted summon skeleton, which, you know, I will get either this act or the next act, I believe. Now that it showed up, it's more likely to show up in the stores or even in the loot that I get in this area, this act for now. So yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. That's the other thing which I haven't explained there. I'm about to level up at the top, the big red ball with the blue crescent shaped thing in it there. That's my health and my magic. Red is health, blue is magic. Then beside that is the cross, the number 1 up there. There's 1 skill point that I haven't spent yet. Besides that is that yellow 5 bar meter, which I don't know if you've noticed from since I've logged on here. It's been gradually filling up. I'm like at a sliver to where that last block will fill and I'll level. Underneath there is the blue meter, the blue and like grayish meter. Now these active effect gems, let me take a sip of my soda here. It's only half full. Now if I didn't have these active skills on like that, I just take them off or take them out of the rotation or take the gem out. It'll increase my magic, but I'll lose that ability. So I sacrifice because as you gain levels, you also when you spend your skill points, you can actually buy more strength, more magic, so on and so forth. Dexterity, magic. This is special two-handed weapon one, and so on and so forth. So you have to balance it out. Now my character, if we look at the stats down there underneath the 3 red, blue, green thing, there I have, my life is 688. My mana is 348. Now that would go up by to almost double that if I would take those added effects off, I believe. But I'd rather have those on. The one gives me those 4 like ghostly sentinels that come in and kill, so yeah, they're worth having. My armor down there is 1255, which is pretty good, I guess. Then in the resistance, I have I think 75 is the max. So I have max or close to max on my cold, fire, and lightning. I have 0 on chaos, which that'll become necessary later on. I'll have to have something because of what you'll face later on. So yeah, this is another kind of a cold ice kind of effect gem. So yeah, I'll keep that contagion. It's a level 8, which is pretty good. I may use it later on. Like I said, as the axe, as you go on, the slots you get, or nodes, or sockets, whatever you want to call them, will increase, so you're able to add more gems to your overall build, so you never know. And also, because when you level those gems up, like a contagion, the effect of the spell you cast will add time that the effect will stay in, effective. Just like the amount of a melee attack skill will go up as levels go up. So yeah, all these unidentified. Some of them you just got to say yeah. Even if you get them identified, you probably really don't want them. So yeah. Yeah, see, that's all crap. So yeah, we don't need that. Let's see. I can get that one, but here's a ring. It usually just takes up one little cube. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty much, I went straight to the end of the level, or dungeon, or whatever you want to call it. So I go through and kill them. Oh, there I went up, level 34. You see up the top left corner is
I believe in traveling light.
Yeah, don't I know it? I have now 2 skills that I can assign whenever I feel like it. I'm going through this area and I'm not really having much trouble, and for the area itself I'm OP'd, if you're doing a dungeon or whatever, cave or whatever you want to call them, you look up at the very top right corner, there's a description of where I'm at. It's in the neglected cellar. The monster level's 37 and I'm level 34, so yeah, I'm definitely OP'd for the area. So doesn't mean I can't get killed if I'm careless, but it's probably best not to be stupid and let that happen. So okay, back to town again to clear this all out. I never did find my waypoint in the market. Probably gonna try and finish that area up, and that'll be it for now. I'll be on later tonight with either Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I'm hoping to start growing the community a little bit so I can
What's going on?
let folks pick what kind of. You don't want to sell these things. No. Because I know some of the older, I'm going to keep that. Might be able to raise that up a little bit higher than the other one, but it's worth keeping just in case. I know there's other folks on here older than me, and I don't know the percentage of older gamers that are on playing video games, but I know of a few I've seen, like the elderly woman at Bethesda made a model of her to be in. I think she'll be in Elder Scrolls 6. I'm not sure, but and then there was an older guy who played RuneScape. I don't know if older folks that play games are playing games like the older games that they start playing and they stick with it. I don't, I have no idea, so I really can't say. But for me, I play the newest games that are out. Like I have Ghost of Tsushima, I have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I have every one of those, all Tomb Raiders, Uncharted, all them. So if it's a new game, I mean, I'm looking forward to playing the new Ratchet and Clank even. I will be getting the Outriders game. Avengers. So yeah. When new games start getting announced at the beginning of a new year, I'm usually already got my sights set on as many as 5 or 6 of them, throughout the year. That's where birthdays come in, and that's where large families help. I have 11 people in my immediate family. The wife and I have had 5 kids, and then there's girlfriends and husbands and wives, and I've got 2 grandkids, and all 11 of them are gamers. So yeah, I can always be sure that Christmas time and birthday time and even Father's Day that I'll either get a game or get some store credit numbers so I get money so I can buy games. I just seen over to the left there's the waypoint, so I'll be able to save this area and get back out of Dodge. You can see that skeleton spell there is leveling, or filling up, I should say, not leveling up. Yeah, that's different. I don't remember it being like that. Maybe it's me. Anyway, we'll go over here and get that area opened up. Let's check our world again. So I want to be going right or left. So yeah. Well, there must be a reason for that node out there. So yeah. But once I get this waypoint opened up, then pretty much now I don't have to worry about fast traveling back here again. I can just come, which is nice. Kind of progresses your point here now. So yeah. Now I can kind of pick. Here we go. I think we have another one of these virtual walls yet. I don't remember triggering that. Why did that do that? It's making me mad. You like to set up things beforehand. So I got one skeleton thing now. I believe with the skeletons, it would probably be on time thing, so at first, as you go along, you get, I believe it'll increase the skeleton and possibly even the length of time that they're available. So we've got 338 here now. What do we have new? It's crap, 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 crap. Oh, no shields for me, thank you very much. Ring, still crap. Talisman, crap. 3 of them, that's not bad. I've been after this damn thing for a while now. I'm not really happy about that, but yeah, oh well. We got 3 of them, that's not a bad thing. It was worth having, so. And it's a level 16 necklace, which is catacombs. And I'm not going down there. I'm just going to wrap it up here in a second. Mrs. will be coming home from work in a few minutes. And she'll come in and babble into me. So. But anywho, yeah, like I said, I'm hoping that I can build this community up to where when I stream I have some good people in chatting about video games and other things. Don't expect too much controversy from me. I don't get involved in that. Most of my conversations are about video gaming, so sorry about that. I don't take political stands when I play. Most of the time, certain things that happen, it's hard not to, but yeah, well, for the most part, I just keep my opinions to myself, and we'll just talk about gaming and what's going on in gaming, so yeah, if you like the video, please subscribe, leave a like, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandparents, tell your postman. Yeah. See, I'm kind of an offshoot of my son's channel. 2 of my sons have their own channel. With the appropriate name, Corpse Army. That's KORPZ Army. 2 of my sons, my second oldest, and then the baby of the family, the youngest. Right now, my youngest is on Twitch. He streams basically every day. My other son streams occasionally. He usually streams different things. My youngest, he only streams and plays Smite, which
I believe in traveling light.
Which is beyond me. I don't really get that whole Smite thing, but yeah, well, I certainly don't get that whole playing one game. I just got a PS5 and I'm not, you know, I want to play games, man. I don't, you know. Whoops. So yeah. One game is just not enough for the kid. For me, that is, I should say. But, yeah. To each his own, right? Let's see here. This is the part that's kind of a pain. I don't need that. Right. No, you know what? There. Let's leave that as it is for now. There's not really much here worth a damn anyway, but there's something I might use. Alright, let's go up to the waypoint. And call it a morning. My stream times change a lot because of my wife's work schedule, and then the end of this week I have I have an eyeglass appointment, and then Friday is the dreaded DMV, which is always a joy to go there. And the following Friday is a doctor's visit. And, yeah, I was in a bad accident in 2007. Drunk driver hit me. I've been paying for it ever since. But yeah, well.
You
So
getting
some
by?
mornings I may not be on till later. I don't usually stream after, say, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's when the wife comes in. We have a 4-bedroom home we're renting. It's just two of the kids' sons live here, and then my one grandson. So yeah, we are snuggled in pretty good. So we share the bedroom as a bedroom/gaming room for me. So yeah, I have a big screen, 60 some inches. I forget exactly how many, but yeah. With that, folks, I will say goodbye, or good morning to you, actually. I will be back on later this evening. The wife leaves at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Usually about that time I'll jump back on, play longer, because she'll be gone for 8 hours. So I usually lay down for my old man nap around 5-ish or so. So by 9 o'clock when I get up, I'm raring to go. And I usually stream for a little bit longer then. So, oh well, hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you did, please subscribe and like, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully.